Joanna Duggar Forsyth, a beloved member of the Duggar family, has once again found herself at the center of concern and heartbreak. This time, it involves the health and well-being of her baby girl. Fans who have followed Joanna's journey through the highs and lows of motherhood were devastated to learn that during the birth of her baby girl, a critical situation unfolded, one that left Joanna shaken and the entire Duggar family deeply worried. The incident happened quietly, without much warning. Joanna had shared with fans that her pregnancy was progressing normally, with her usual openness and enthusiasm. Her social media updates had been filled with lighthearted moments, baby bump updates, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of life as a mom of two. But behind the smiles and the curated snapshots, things were far more complicated than anyone expected. When the day came for her baby girl to be born, Joanna and her husband, Austin Forsyth, went into labor with all the hopes of a smooth delivery. But almost immediately after birth, something went terribly wrong. According to multiple sources close to the Duggar family, the baby began experiencing signs of distress right after delivery. Medical personnel attending the birth quickly noticed that the newborn's breathing was labored, her skin color wasn't healthy, and her vitals were unstable. What should have been one of the happiest days in Joanna's life turned into a terrifying emergency. The baby was rushed into immediate medical care. Reports suggest she was taken to the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, NICU, where doctors worked rapidly to stabilize her. The emotional weight of watching her newborn daughter struggle to breathe left Joanna in tears. Family members who were present have described the scene as chaotic and gut-wrenching, with Joanna unable to hold her baby or even get a clear answer on whether she would make it through the night. For fans who remember Joanna's devastating miscarriage in 2019, this news hit especially hard. That loss, which Joanna and Austin bravely shared with the world, was already a painful chapter. The idea of potentially losing another child was too much to bear. Austin, who has always been a pillar of strength for Joanna, was seen holding her hand, trying to be strong even while clearly fighting back his own emotions. The family reportedly prayed constantly during those early hours, clinging to hope while preparing for the worst. One family insider described Joanna's pain as unbearable. She had waited so long for this child. After losing her daughter Annabelle Elise at 20 weeks gestation, she had approached this pregnancy with a mix of fear and hope. The couple had done everything right. They had attended regular checkups, monitored the baby closely, and prepared themselves mentally and emotionally for the arrival of their daughter. But life, as it often does, had other plans. After a tense and emotional first 24 hours, doctors were able to stabilize the baby's breathing. The Duggar family, who had been on edge, finally breathed a sigh of relief, but only a small one. The doctors warned that while the baby was now stable, her condition remained critical. She would need to be monitored closely, and the next few days would be crucial. It was a roller coaster of emotions for the entire Duggar clan. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar were reportedly devastated, barely able to contain their tears. Michelle, in particular, was said to be heartbroken seeing her daughter endure so much pain again. She held Joanna tightly during one of the most emotional hospital moments, telling her that they would get through it together. The siblings, too, came together in a rare moment of full family unity. Jinger, Jessa, Jana, Jill, each of them reached out sending support, messages, and even flying in to be close if needed. Despite the ongoing family tensions, the crisis brought them together, at least for a moment. Joanna did not immediately share the news with her fans, choosing instead to focus all her attention on her newborn and recovery. But rumors began circulating when followers noticed the lack of updates. Unlike her past deliveries, where Joanna posted pictures and videos within hours, this time there was only silence. That silence spoke volumes. Eventually, Joanna released a brief update. With tired eyes and a trembling voice, she shared that her baby girl had experienced complications during birth and asked fans for prayers. The response was overwhelming. Fans flooded her page with comments of love, hope, and solidarity. Many shared their own NICU stories, trying to uplift her in the only way they could through shared experiences and unwavering support. The details of the baby's condition are still being kept mostly private, but it's understood that respiratory issues were at the core of the crisis. The baby had trouble breathing on her own, possibly due to underdeveloped lungs or another birth-related complication. Doctors have reportedly performed several tests and are confident that with proper care and time, the baby will recover. Still, the trauma has left a lasting impact on Joanna. In a private conversation with a family friend, she reportedly said, "I thought we were going to lose her. I really thought I was going to walk out of that hospital with empty arms again." That statement broke hearts. As time has passed, Joanna has slowly begun to share more glimpses into her journey. In a recent video, she shared a small update from her hospital bed, cradling her baby girl, now hooked up to oxygen but resting peacefully. The relief in Joanna's eyes was evident. She whispered, "She's a fighter. She's so strong." The baby girl's name, though not publicly confirmed at first, was later revealed to be a name filled with meaning. Fans believe Joanna may have chosen a name that honors her late daughter, Annabelle, possibly incorporating a middle name that reflects the family's journey through grief and survival. Austin has remained mostly behind the scenes, supporting Joanna and caring for their other children. He's reportedly been juggling his work, hospital visits, and home life with quiet resilience, showing up every day no matter how exhausted or afraid he is. As the baby continues her recovery, the family is slowly adjusting to their new reality. Joanna has spoken about the long nights in the NICU, the constant alarms, and the fear that every beep could signal a setback. But she's also spoken about hope, about miracles, about faith. She's credited her daughter's improvement to prayer, to the dedication of the medical team, and to her husband's unwavering support. Joanna said, "I've never felt closer to God than I have in these past few days. I've never prayed harder in my life." For now, the baby girl remains under medical supervision. Doctors are optimistic, but cautious. She still needs oxygen support, and her feeding is being assisted through a tube. But her progress is steady. Joanna has been able to hold her more often, sing to her, and finally feel that connection she feared would be taken away. This experience has changed Joanna, and those around her can see it. One family member described her as more grounded, more present, and more grateful. "She's still scared," they said, "but she's not broken." Fans continue to send messages and gifts, and Joanna has promised to keep everyone updated as they move through this difficult season. She knows she's not alone, that millions of other moms have walked similar roads, have cried in NICU rooms, and have hoped against all odds. The Duggar family may be no stranger to controversy, but in this moment, the focus is purely on healing, on family, and on the fragile but beautiful strength of a baby girl who entered the world fighting. As of the latest update, Joanna's baby is improving day by day. There are still challenges ahead, and there's no clear date for when they'll be able to bring her home. But what's clear is this: Joanna and Austin are not giving up. They are leaning on faith, family, and each other. And their baby girl, fragile yet fierce, is teaching them what it means to fight for life, for love, and for the future. Hello, lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Christina. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.